Thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Coming up, we'll look at what it's like to care for our environment in different aspects. We also continue to expound on critical matters explained and announced in the Minister of Finance's recent budget speech to Parliament. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back after the news.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, March 19, 2024. I'm ready and prepared to lead. That's the posture of the newly installed Commissioner of Police, Dr. Kevin Blake, who had his first day in office today. During the swearing-in ceremony last evening, Dr. Blake said he would lead the Jamaica Constabulary Force with the best of his intellect, training, personal discipline, and emotional intelligence.
I rise to be the Commissioner of Police, the Chief Constable for all Jamaicans, mindful of the weight of this office and what it requires of me. Jamaica deserves a police force that is responsive, a force that is modernized, and on par with the best law enforcement agencies in the world.
Dr. Blake gave a brief outline of what to expect under his leadership.
Under my watch, unprecedented programs will be launched to win the hearts and minds of communities across Jamaica, to restore the JCF as the rightful legal guardians of Jamaica, providing trusted and reliable security services.
Outgoing Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson, who led the JCF for the past 6 years, encouraged Dr. Blake to lead with wisdom, tenacity, and compassion. He said the fact that the new commissioner was appointed from among the 4 deputies was a good look for the force.
We had 4 people who credibly can run the JCF. And so then they have to go through a process to decide which one of the 4 it's going to be. So there are options. And that is a good place to be when you're seeking to change command. And long may it be so.
Meanwhile, National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang is extending appreciation for Major General Anderson and confidence in Dr. Blake's ability to lead.
And I have every confidence he will continue the process to not only improve public order, public safety, damage the criminal networks out there, but also, as I said, continue to build a strong Jamaican Constabulary Force, a powerful force to good that is destined to be a pillar for development in this country.
Thousands of contract workers in the public sector have now become permanent employees. Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clark, says this process has been resolving the long-standing issue with government fixed-term contracts. He says 8,000 contract workers at the Ministry of Education and Youth are among those who have been made permanent.
In the Ministry of Health, we've been able to work with Minister Tufton, and we created 1,600 posts, and they were able to, Minister Tufton's ministry, get 1,400 doctors who are on contract now permanently employed in the system. Significant boost to the healthcare system.
Dr. Clark adds that 1,105 positions have been created at the Ministry of National Security to fill all temporary employment positions, and similar efforts are underway at the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development. Large companies are being encouraged to trade with small businesses as a means of strengthening the sector and economy. Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Senator Aubin Hill, says this can be done using online platforms such as Export Jamaica. The trading platform was rebranded and launched recently by the Jamaica Trade Board Limited. Senator Hill asserts that consistent trading between large and small companies will help small businesses to produce more goods and services for secured markets. The Export Jamaica Trade Platform, he adds, is well suited to facilitate that synergy.
We must make sure that as we build a Jamaica that builds Jamaicans, ordinary Jamaicans, this is one portal that the government is doing. Businesses must do the portal to say, I must find ways to work with the MSMEs so my economy gets stronger and more people in Jamaica buy my products and get wealthy. And when more people get employed, it's a funny thing. Crime goes down. It's not a lie. It's the truth. So we look for that growth and productivity.
Approximately 300 at-risk youth in communities across 4 parishes will be engaged in an all-rounded social intervention program dubbed the Bridge Project. The $75 million initiative will be focused on building through reintegration, intervention, development, growth, and education. The program will be carried out over a 30-month period by the Multicare Youth Foundation in partnership with the European Union. Executive Director of the Multicare Youth Foundation, Alicia Glasgow-Gentles, broke the news at a JIS think tank recently.
The skills that we are hoping to and opportunities that we're hoping to provide are really targeted at those young people who would reside in volatile communities in those parishes and who really need a sort of boost in terms of having access to skills training and job opportunities.
The initiative will benefit youngsters from the communities of Effortville in Clarendon, Salt Spring in St. James, Russia in Westmoreland, and Trenchtown and Whitfield Town in Kingston and St. Andrew. The program manager for the EU delegation to Jamaica says the project is not a standalone endeavor.
It is part of a larger EU intervention, a partnership within the European Union and Jamaica called Support to Citizen Security in Jamaica, a program of 20 million euro, that is over 3 billion Jamaican dollars. And that it's mainly a partnership with Jamaican institutions that supporting the implementation of the Citizen Security Plan.
To be part of the program, call the Multicare Youth Foundation at 876-922-6670 or visit their offices at 7 to 9 Harbour Street in Kingston. And finally, the Consumer Affairs Commission will be launching a new data collection survey in the coming months to gather updated information on the needs and demands of Jamaican consumers. Chief Executive Officer Dulcie Allen says the updated information will enhance consumer protection in Jamaica. She was speaking during a recent JIS think tank.
So we'll be collecting data from you, and we encourage you to cooperate as usual with the Consumer Affairs Commission when we come to get the information, so we can design our communication products and our activities, our programs can reflect exactly who we are targeting.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
Have you heard? Starting April 1, 2024, the JFTC Fairs will drop by 50%. And here's your key. To enjoy these savings, you'll need the JFTC Smarter Card. The JFTC Fairs come April 1, 2024 will be as follows. Regular fare, $50, children's fare, $20, and the fare for pensioners, $25. But wait, there's more. New and existing cardholders will benefit from an additional 3 free rides. Ready to hop on board? Swing by the Halfway Tree Transport Center, JFTC's downtown hub, or the Greater Portmore office to obtain or replace your Smarter Card. Just bring your ID, birth certificate, and the cash to load onto your Smarter Card. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Sign up today and secure your Smarter Card.
And now we get a recap of what happened in the office of the Prime Minister this past week.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness hosted a delegation of CARICOM heads of government last week to agree on solutions to stabilize political tensions in Haiti. It also included Canada, France, Brazil, Mexico, the United States, and the United Nations.
Strong and decisive action owned by the people of Haiti must be taken to stem the sea of lawlessness and hopelessness before it is too late. We are deeply distressed that it is already too late for too many who have lost far too much at the hands of criminal gangs.
Prime Minister Holness reaffirmed Jamaica's commitment to the Haitian cause and lauded the commitment of the regional and international communities.
The people of Haiti deserve the opportunity to experience another way of being, to determine their destiny, to secure their rights, and to be free from oppressive forces within and without. This will therefore require a long-term reconstruction and support plan from the region and the international partners.
The meeting resulted in an agreement to establish a transitional presidential council that will select an interim prime minister.
The Transitional Presidential Council will, together with the interim prime minister, appoint an inclusive council of ministers. The parties also make specific individual commitments regarding principles of inclusion, integrity, restoration of peace, and orderly transition of power.
The United States government is providing an additional $100 million to assist the United Nations multinational force mission to Haiti to restore stability to the country.
I'm also announcing additional humanitarian assistance for the people of Haiti, $33 million to further support their health and food security.
Last week, Prime Minister Andrew Holness also took an important step in the delivery of water to residents in Spanish Town, Portmore, and Kingston and St. Andrew. On Thursday, he broke ground for the Rio Cobre water treatment plant in Content, St. Catherine. The project is valued at $77 million or 12 billion Jamaican dollars. The water treatment plant will have the capacity to transfer 15 million gallons of water to benefit approximately 150,000 customers or 600,000 residents.
When the project is complete, we can expect improved water supply and reliability for St. Catherine and the KSA areas, better resilience in the water sector during periods of drought, and improved water supply to facilitate our continued development in the business and residential sectors.
The project will be managed through a public-private partnership agreement between the National Water Commission and Rio Cobre Water Limited.
The construction of this project is estimated to be completed within 2 years, followed by a 23-year period of operation by the private partners, after which ownership of the plant will be transferred to the NWC.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Holness says upgrades to the Forest Hills distribution network will be undertaken in parallel with the Rio Cobre water treatment plant. This will benefit the people of West Rural St. Andrew, including the Red Hills to Coopers Hill area. Also, the Marasca Road Wells Rehabilitation Project will be commissioned shortly.
This combination of project investments will ensure that we will be well on our way to achieving water resilience in the Kingston and St. Andrew metropolitan area, Portmore, and St. Catherine prior to 2030. This will also diversify our resources and reduce reliance on the Hermitage Dam and the Mona Reservoir.
Prime Minister Holness says investment into the Mona Reservoir is also in the pipeline to include solar installation for the treatment plant as a cost-saving and efficiency measure. In relation to the Hermitage Dam,
we are examining how to treat with that infrastructure and how to improve that dam so that it will last us for another 100 years. These are the levels of investments that we are making to ensure that we have water resiliency in our system.
Closing out the week, the Prime Minister lauded stakeholders of the Dental Association of Jamaica on their work to ensure the integrity of the profession.
Such as ensuring standards, both in terms of professional and ethical standards, in terms of ensuring the integration of new technology into local practice, developing innovation, and ensuring that the outreach and volunteerism of the dental profession is well established in Jamaica. And I want to take this opportunity to commend our dentists who have given of their time and resources to ensure that Jamaicans can have beautiful smiles.
Mr. Holness was the keynote speaker for the association's 60th annual conference.
I must say that I believe that the association can claim success in ensuring that the practice of dentistry in Jamaica is first world, totally modernized and in keeping with the trajectory of the technology and new practices in the field.
And that's it for Jamaica House Weekly. Be sure to join us next time for more of the news stories coming out of the office of the Prime Minister.
Public passenger vehicle operators and commercial carriers, renew your road license online. It's as easy as 1-2 click. Visit the Transport Authority website at www.ta.org.jm. Choose your license type and click Apply Now. Sign in or create an account with your email address and complete the application process, uploading all relevant documents. Make payment using a debit or credit card. Once your application is approved, the Transport Authority will email you to collect your sticker. Pick up your sticker in office or utilize our courier service. Once the sticker is collected, your digital road license will be emailed to you. For more information, call the Transport Authority toll-free at 888-991-5687.
Jamaica now has a fully functional electronic procurement system. What is it and why should you care? We have highlights from the Minister of Finance's recent presentation in the 2024 budget debate.
Procurement is integral to the functioning of government, and an efficient procurement system is vital to the efficiency of government. To improve the productivity of government requires us to take a good look at procurement processes and implementation and to see how we can optimize. I'm pleased to update this House that Jamaica now has a fully functional electronic procurement system, the Government of Jamaica Electronic Procurement System, GOJEP. We must recognize and express appreciation for the technical cooperation of the Inter-American Development Bank and the European Union in this regard. If we want to have an efficient system, we have to go digital. And we had a 3-year transition period. And the switchover came in August of 2023, where every procurement above the threshold, which today is 1.5 million, has to go through the electronic system. We have reviewed the Procurement Act, and we're going to be proposing some amendments to the legal and institutional framework. In the case of contracts for goods and services, we'll be increasing the threshold below which single source procurement is permissible from 1.5 million to $3 million, Madam Speaker. The 1.5 million threshold has been in place for almost a decade. And for works, it will go from $2 million to $5 million. In addition, we're going to be moving the limits required for public procurement committee approval from $30 million to at least $60 million. So we are going to be empowering procuring entities to have more autonomy and to award higher value contracts without need for external approval. These things will speed up the pace at which the government can deliver. There is a mandatory 10-day standstill period in the Procurement Act. We're going to shave unnecessary delay, and we're going to abolish this mandatory standstill for all but the large procurements. We will abolish the sector committee, removing an unnecessary layer from the public procurement process. We're going to introduce the Government of Jamaica Procurement Awards that celebrates excellence in procurement. We're going to change the culture around procurement.
we are hoping that the time will come to be able to track these calls.
Hello, the house are burned down.
And punish those who are doing this.
All too frequently, a unit is unavailable for an actual fire emergency, merely because it is responding to a false alarm.
And it results in most instances to a waste of resources that could be used for more productive purposes. So I want to encourage members of the public to desist from this practice. We tend to see a spike in false alarm calls during the summer when the kids are home. Because they are home, they have their cell phone, and they see it as fun to dial whether 110 or 119 to say that there's a fire somewhere. So I want to encourage parents to pay attention to that as well.
While many of us are settling in for the night after a long day's work, our waste management workers are out tidying and restoring the cleanliness of our streets and communities. Take a look.
Once upon a time, in a land far away from a fairy tale, were a people who lived the way you and I do, but a little differently. Much like the shoemaker and the elves, these street fairies don't leave beautiful pairs of shoes behind, but their art shares some similarities, and it's nonetheless worthy of recognition.
Good night, Dana Anderson, shovel user, shovel and jump, clean up Jamaica.
I'm working in company 8 years now. I like the job, keep the place tidy and clean.
They always say to me, they say, this is not a woman's work, but a woman has to do what a woman has to do, eh? You have to work for yours, eh? Nobody ain't gonna give you nothing, so you have to work for it.
Yeah, enough of the woman work hard and plenty of the man them. I get used to my work still, so I don't feel no different from the man them. At the end of the day, I will bread where I work for. So any work for woman. Woman do man work nowadays.
I'm alright with my work. Yeah, I can provide for myself, my nephew, my niece, my child. She don't really like me day out here, you know. She rather me dead with she, but I have to make ends meet. I have to work, I have to pay my bills them. But they don't give me nothing, I have to work my own. But people that see me and want to style me and this, because I try to chuck work me do and them things there. But I don't really watch my face. Because I know, say, when my money enough, you see me?
I want to burn fire upon this whole foolishness that people talk from time to time about. If they don't litter, people don't get work.
Yeah, that's what them say some my time. But them can do better still. Plenty of them can do better still.
Enough of them like we, and enough don't like we, because sometimes we have to do with all the truck like all that, so now them not say, you move from here, say you don't think in truck and them things, but we don't care about that. That's our work.
When you litter, you waste the resource of your country. You make life more difficult for yourself and your fellow men. And you destroy the aesthetic, the beauty of our country that we boast about so much.
We are cleaning up Jamaica. And without cleaning up not Jamaica, wiper, disease and germs are broke out. So everybody who work with solid waste, important people them. All are important.
Differently from the sweeper them, we don't like the garbage bag up and we go through it more easier for it. More time we come out and have to wait on the sweeper them like on the just eat right now. We have to wait till the street sweep up, but if it bag up, it's more easier for it.
Just the fact that you are generating solid waste, I ask you to just take some time to package it properly so that it gives us more ease of cleaning. And it also helps the side men, side women. They are human beings too. Their job is already very difficult. Don't make it more difficult for them by giving them extra work to do. It is very tough on them. The job is difficult. You know, it's not just about lifting things, put in a truck. But some of the things they encounter out here, bags with human feces, that's common occurrence, especially in the market district. The smell of urine is everywhere. and it's in the solid waste that they're picking up. All sort of meat cuttings, fish bone, fish back, fish gut, just about anything that people don't want. And they have to pick it up. They have to face it.
A certain time at the night, when we reach certain hours at the night, like 3:30, 4 o'clock, gunman can't strike and we have to run left the garbage some of the time and all them things then. And come back around and take it up see because we cannot leave it. See me? We cannot leave it. And we don't like them keep Jamaica beauty and clean.
Well, I stay out of them way and I don't really go for them though. I still think them happening. I just stay by myself, each time I look a corner.
And yet despite the tough nature of the job, these people show up not just for work, but they show up and work.
We're backbone of the company, you know. Who clean the rubbish and my backbone, we're the most important people in the company. How we clean up work, enough mess and good rubbish, bad rubbish, all different kind of rubbish.
I believe deep in my heart that if you talk about heroes and heroines, our sidemen and sidewomen are right up there with any because of the human service that they provide and in very tough circumstances to keep Jamaica clean. Day after day, night after night, they are out and about, they roll up the sleeve, and notwithstanding all that they have to face, their head is down and they are going relentlessly in pursuit of that clean Jamaica. I laud them, I lift my hat to them. They are good people. I just hope that more and more people will see them for who they are. People who are there to safeguard the health of the nation. They are the NSWNA. Without them, we are nothing.
Yeah, I love my work, I love it. I love clean the shovel.
I read me use a night time
And as sunbeams break the night sky and the stars and moon bid their goodbye, the city smiles.
Our program concludes for today, but be sure to join us again tomorrow for another lineup geared towards providing you with information on the government's policies and initiatives for building a better Jamaica. You may visit our website, jis.gov.jm, to rewatch this show or to catch up on lots more. I'm Adrian Atkinson from the production team here at the JIS. Thank you so much for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.